Okay, stay. Stay. Hello DIY friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm Danie, your friendly neighborhood DIYer, and this episode is going to be a tad bit different from my normal programming. We are not doing a build today, we are not doing a makeover, we are not duping something. We are taking a little break and we're gonna do some organization. What happened was I hit my creative peak, and when you do that, you just start going downhill. I just got to this point where I've just felt so tired. Every creative idea that I wanted to do felt more exhausting than energizing, and for me, that is huge. After a bunch of renos and a bunch of DIY projects, my creative space kind of blew up. It gets to the point where it becomes a dumping zone versus a actual functional, useful room. I really want to take this week to reorganize and rethink how I use this space. It makes me feel better on the inside when I watch somebody else organize their space, and it also energizes me to want to do the same. So I'm hoping A, it'll make you feel better too, but B, it might motivate you guys to take on a creative space that maybe you've been feeling a little overwhelmed by. Let's jump into this crazy organization creative space walkthrough. Editor, roll the tape. Boop. Let's get physical, physical. Ooh, let's get physical, physical. Okay, so let me walk you through where this room is at right now so that you can kind of understand where I'm at. Here is my crazy bomb went off creative space. It's just not good. We have finishes and paint materials and paintbrushes sitting over here. There's shelves that aren't even being used. I have tools and screws everywhere that was from upstairs. We have old canvases that are just piling up. I have these lovely mattresses that are somehow made their way in here. Don't know why. I have a Batman. What's up? Oh, this table. Literally, I can't even begin. My cart, I don't even know what to say. A giant paint station over here, and this pegboard that literally is not being used. Do you see what I mean? Like, this is how my brain feels right now. It's not good. Another fun thing is that, I don't know if you guys can see this. My ceiling has a wire hanging out of it. Very safe, Danie. But this room actually has zero lighting in it. Normally how I light this room is through my camera lighting. This does nothing. One thing I'm going to do this week is get a light on the frickin' ceiling. Second to that, I want to restructure where my table is. I want it to be a place that I can film at so that when I'm doing DIY projects with you guys, it's functional. And I really want to make this board kind of the backdrop to that. So I need to reorganize how this backboard looks. So the one thing you're probably wondering about is, why aren't you just finishing the room, finish the walls, repaint? If you guys remember from my home tour, if you haven't seen the home tour, I will link it here. This room is completely slanted. Like, you can put a pencil on the ground and it'll roll downhill.
Go apple! Go orange! Go banana!
So this summer, we're actually going to rip the whole room up and re-level it. For me to go and refinish this room in the way that I really want it to be done would be a waste of time. Let's start pulling things out. I'll show you things that I love as I go along, and we'll see where we get. I think my plan is to just start grouping things in areas like paints, vessels, garbage, things that can go into the shack, and go from there. Ooh, my pizza hot plate. I actually thrifted this, but I have a really good idea for this for a light. So stand by. So this looks intense, but on the bright side, it is organized chaos. We got a bunch of paint stuff at the door. We got a bunch of she shack stuff. So I'm gonna start moving things down to the basement on the paint level and then get the stuff into the she shack. Some of you might think it's crazy that I think that this is therapeutic and slow for me, but it is. Organizing is good. BRB. What do you need? No, you don't need to come through here. Why I'm not jacked. Like, I feel like with everything that I do, all the lifting that I do, I should be buff. Like, I should be a beefcake, you know? Like, I'm like, which way? To the beach or this way? Let's go into the she shack real quick and see if we can just kind of quickly put things together so that that's in tip-top shape for next time. Organization, let's go. Yeah. Feels so good. Open it up. We got an empty wall. So let's just start populating this baby. Got a whole bunch of stuff back on the wall. While this probably won't be its final resting place, I just kind of wanted to get it off the ground and get it up and organized, and so I know where things are. But I'm feeling really good because now everything that needs to be in the she shack is in the she shack, and we can now move back over to the studio space and work on that. So great, let's move on. Okay, look at all the space in here. You can practically, woo, maybe not. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move this table to the back and then start to kind of rejig everything and group everything to where they need to go. It's time to creatively group things together. I don't know what that means, but we will find out. Is anyone else like me and has a ridiculous amount of unfinished canvases? I did this 4 years ago, 3.5. Love this. Didn't like any of this. So I want to redo this all and create just like a calming textured space around her. Haven't gotten around to it. Got a lot of canvases like that. Oh boy, yeah. One thing I really want to make sure I do is create a Cricut station. I love my Cricut. I don't use it nearly as often as I should. I think if I create like a crafty little Cricut station for myself, I would be more likely to use it. Okay, little friend, let me put you down somewhere. You'll be safe. You know, I was gonna get rid of this, but I wonder if I turn it on its side and keep it like it is, and then add pieces that go across, could it in fact be turned into a lower level shelf? Right? I mean, did I come up with that? No. I'm sure I didn't. Someone's probably done this. Why did I use a bucket with so many holes in it to hold things that can go through it? Why did I do that? Okay, we're just gonna... Thing to add to list. Find a better place for rounded objects. Oh! Well, that's a plant I forgot about. Sorry, Trillinda. This is actually something that needs to go into the she shack. This is a light. I had it in the garage. It's time. It's time to get the light in the she shack. If I don't hang this light right now, I am never going to do it. So we're just gonna do it right now. Definitely gotta raise up a little bit. All right, plug her in. Motivation! So, now that I got my bud here, I can finally move out these mattresses. You ready?
Yeah.
Very good, very good.
Hire us for your professional moving.
Basically at this point, I'm ready to start figuring out how much storage boxes am I going to have to invest in, and are things going to fit where I want them to fit. We're gonna do a little bit of Tetris to see if we can do what we're trying to do. Is this table going to work there as my, we'll call it the cricket station, and is that going to work against the window, or does it gotta go? So we're gonna do that. And it's nice because
There's topless Tammy's in the way. Topless Tammy! Hey!
I mean, it could just be shelving and then like even put a wood piece across it if I really wanted to. After some deliberation, I think there's a plan. Very exciting, and I'm going to tell you all about it as the week goes on. I'm gonna go buy some storage boxes, and I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, bye. Good morning, friends. It is a bit rainy today, so there's kind of a downer on the day for that regards. So let me show you what I bought, because I'm excited. I actually found these at Walmart. They're cheaper than the ones at Home Depot, so just a FYI if you're ever looking for wood crates. Bought 2 of these. I also bought another one of these. Now, obviously they're not beautiful looking, but I think that these things are so functional. I've had this one literally forever, and it just holds so much, so I went and bought a second one. Ooh, I also got these guys. So this came from Michael's. These were a bit of a splurge, because if they came from Michael's, you know they would be. But the reason why I bought them was because they're designed to hold the Cricut stuff. It has a little tray on the top that can hold all your Cricut gizmos and gadgets. So I was super interested in that because I wanted a better place for all of my Cricut stuff to be held. Went to Homesense, found this little guy. I literally couldn't pass him up. How cute is he? He's a light. I think I'm gonna call him either like Cosmo or Cadet. I haven't really come up with a good name yet, but maybe I'll let you guys help me decide in the comment section below. Let's give him a name. I just love him. He's gonna be so fun. So today I'm going to take down this bad boy here, and I decided I'm just going to paint this wall, just this wall here, because I'm gonna be moving this guy over a little bit, and it's going to be my backdrop for many of my videos. So with that said, we got a lot of work ahead of us, so let's go do that. Let's do some work. High five. Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, I was trying to figure out where the bins can go.
Right. Oh, that, my friend, is a tack cloth.
It's a little wet. See, this bin is like broken.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna fix it, but I actually think even though we spent like $1 million on bins yesterday, we might need more.
Let's get physical, physical. Ooh, let's get physical, physical. So I decided to do this wall, and I did a little bit up there, mostly because my paint can was running out of paint. I literally had none left, and I was like, well, I don't want to leave like this much in the paint can. I really dislike that because I'll probably never use it again, so I just decided to finish out the paint. So I just like kept going to there. We'll call it my filming corner. So there's like white from there, and then we just go to there. I think what I'll do is just help Jess with some organization, and we're gonna start labeling. So I'm gonna crack open the label maker, and we'll get going. Very exciting. Are you excited?
So excited!
So excited! Label maker!
Are you gonna let me make a label?
You can make one label.
Just one?
Just one.
No.
so good. As the last task to this day, what I'm going to be doing is taking old shelving. I had all these white melamine shelves that were in the office space. So I'm going to measure this corner and then I'm going to cut all of them down to fit this little wall nook here. So yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning, friends. So I went to the hardware store this morning. I got all of my wood, and the best part is that I got my wood cut there. So I'm basically just ready to start assembling, which feels really great. I got 2 sheets cut to 18 inches, so I'm gonna do a glue up, glue them both together, and that's gonna create one tabletop. And then I went with 2 4x8 sheets and I cut them into 3x6, and I'm gonna do the same thing to basically make a 1-inch tabletop. I am gonna get started on getting some clamps. We're gonna glue these tabletops together, and then I'm gonna start putting some shelves up, and then at that point, we're almost done. We have shelves. Look, Bob the Cadet, Space Cadet can be the first to go on. Oh, also, I found a board that's going to sit on top of here. I just need to cut it down here. That's going to be kind of like the wood top of the new Billy book. Oh, hey, what's going on? You saying hi? What a goofball. So I'm gonna move on to cutting shelves for Mr. Billy Bookcase. Having a light on in there brings me so much joy. Stop it. It's the small things, okay guys? Good enough for me. All right, so basically once I get some more white paint, I'll paint that, and I'll probably paint the top. It'll look like a nice little finished shelf. There's the product of my floor. This is level. This is not level. This is level. Isn't that insane? I hate this room so much. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Wow.
Wow.
Let's level the table. I mean, are you with me that we can deal with as long as the bubble's in the middle? It's not perfectly in the middle, but she's in the middle. Okay, so we got tabletop, we got backdrop. Oh, that kind of rhymed. Actually, this table needs to shift down more, but oh dear. Oh, hello there. Didn't see ya. Okay, friends, so I didn't sign off yesterday. I kind of ended up being pulled away and then just never came back. But I did manage to get a few things hung up, which is very exciting. So you can probably see one of them, which is the beautiful Pantone art. She looks gorgeous. And the best part is, no more string. Seamless, seamless, seamless. And on top of that, we got topless Tammy next to her. She's a bit naked. We need to fix that. So yeah, we have a lot of work ahead of us. And I think it's gonna be great. Gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Let's start organizing! Day. having plants in like a DIY slash workshop slash art studio. In a wood shop, not so much, but because I kind of have a hybrid space, I mean, I just wanted some plants, you know what I mean? It just make me happy. Now that the Pantone isn't here, I want to put this guy above here. I have this really awesome Millennium Falcon wood platter that my brother gave to me for my birthday last year. Basically, it shows the Millennium Falcon and then all the pieces of what goes inside the Millennium Falcon. How dope is that? So I'm just using some Velcro 3Ms on the back, and this thing ain't going nowhere. Okay, so I only have one last thing to install and then everything is done. This guy. So I actually bought 2 of these, as you can see here. These attach to the ceiling and it allows me to attach all of my camera lighting to these bars that can actually extend down as well. That means I can get rid of all of these stands that are taking up space on my floor. Isn't that amazing? I know. Let's go hang these up. Yeah. Yay! I'm gonna wait till tomorrow to show you guys everything because it's just in better lighting. But needless to say, this is a 180. A 180. So let's get to the morning. Okay. Final day. It's over. Well, I'm gonna put a finish on the table, but I'm not gonna do any more. I think I made it work. I think it looks pretty great and it's very functional for a hybrid DIYer. Needless to say, I'm gonna walk you through the whole space right now. I will try to link as many items down below as I can. If there's anything that you saw that you're like, oh my God, I need that for my creative space, I will try to let you know where it's from. And let's go. So here is the final creative space. Look how different it looks now. Oh my gosh. So let's start in this corner. In this corner, we have our lovely topless Tammy and my Pantone art, epoxy art. Here is the pegboard area with 2 half-inch plywood pieces that were glued up together, and then I simply just added some bars. But I love this. It's great having this work table and great to have this pegboard for all my things. Stay tuned because I have a question for you guys and I want to know what you think. So stay tuned, I'll ask it at the end. So you'll see I have this sitting on the top. So what I'm going to be doing with this is I've ordered these ceiling curtain hangers and they're gonna go underneath the table and it's gonna hold this bar, and I'm gonna have big craft roll that's gonna sit underneath that I can just roll up. I figured I love having craft paper easily accessible, so putting it under here keeps it out of the way. And yeah, I put tools up here that I know I grab a lot. Levels, always need that. Glue guns, of course, the jigsaw brad nail combo. I use these so often, so I'm making a space for it. A whole section, a whole spinny section of pencils. I mean, it's a dream come true. I hate looking for pencils. Of course, a section for all of my safety glasses. Safety first, folks. Now on my shelves, I went a little bit more aesthetically pleasing and something that just makes me happy. I also wanted something to, you know, celebrate the YouTube success, so I put that up. And of course, we have Space Cadet Bob, or what are we calling him, guys? What are we calling him? I'm so excited to see what names that you guys come up with, so let me know in the comment section below, what are we calling this guy? I also have this light bulb I put in there. That's not the final light bulb. I'm going to put something else very cool, so you'll see it in the next video, so watch out for that. And then there's me as a kid with my puppy Lucy. She was my dog growing up and I love her so much and miss her every day. And then I added a lac shelf up top, so we have my Batman, I love you. Down below, we have our Billy bookcase that was hacked, turned on its side, and turned into a lower shelf. On the first rack, we have inspiration for sketchbooks, other magazines, old sketchbooks, how-to books. Down below, I have a whole section for extra paper towel, and then my cool DIY sneakers that I can throw on when I'm DIYing. And then above that, I have a quick little caddy for quick grab things. Erasers in the first one. I have a little swatch pad of Bear here. Now over here in this little corner, this is the unpretty corner, but functional. Then of course I have here, which has all my Cricut materials, and I still have one that is untapped because I love growth.
Even though we spent like $1 million on bins yesterday, we might need more.
I have a little place for all the extra screws that get left behind, you know, the loose gooses. Then I have a whole bin down here for yarn and string. But over here, then I have like a little Cricut station. So it's so fun to have this out now. I think I'm more likely to use it often if it's out. I just love this little station. I think it's so great, and I use my old table that was in here. I actually created a little charging station for all my camera gear here. This one is velcroed to the wall so that it gets it off the table, and then this one just sits in there. I love that. I don't know, I think that's cool. Or a little pup. Look, he's just chilling out there. Hey, boo. What a cutie. Of course, we kind of have storage of all things in this corner. This whole unit came from IKEA. I absolutely love it. We have a new vessel, a new basket to hold all of my rolls of paper, a whole section of acrylic paints. I've just named the entire shelf acrylic paints. Then I have a section in the middle for chalk paints because I'm starting to create a collection of them. Up here, I've added thrifts and vessels. Winston's looking up over there too. Hey, Winston. And then inside this little guy, basically we have our entire epoxy system. And then of course, you guys know my beautiful IKEA hack apothecary system. I love this. And then above, I kind of have like a little bulletin board for creativity. And then I added my awesome Millennium Falcon wood plaque up there, which I think has a cool little place over my creative station. And on the door, I added this little mirror because, you know, but sometimes, you know, your girl just wants to get her zhuzh on, or, you know, check something out. So, you know, hey. I love these adjustable Eiffel tables, table legs. They're so great. These are from IKEA. I will link them below. They're so handy. And then of course I have my new tabletop. Got some good clamps going on there on the end. And of course, you guys know that I built in this recessed plug. So the question here is where I need your help. What should I do with my pegboard? I feel creatively overwhelmed by what to do with it. I want to paint something, but I don't know if I should go abstract, if we should paint some kind of mural. I don't know. What do you guys think I should do with it? Brainstorm in the comment section below. I'm also going to be doing a poll on my community tab. So after this video, head over to the community tab and weigh in on some options of what we could do with this. And then in a video later on, I'm going to do the mural on camera from your suggestions. As always, thank you for sticking around in this video. If you did, it's different than my normal content. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. As always, stay positive, stay creative, and keep on DIYing. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.